I went to my son's high school concert and I walked in and this kid was standing there on their phone and they looked up at me and then looked down and then looked up at me and said, "Is this you?"
It was, in fact, Dr. Melissa Mork. Not only is she the chair of the Psychology, Criminal Justice, and Law Enforcement Department at Northwestern, but she recently stepped into the world of TikTok.
I did a single TikTok video, which was a stitch with somebody else on grief, and it went viral.
Grief and bereavement. I've written a book. My doctorate is in clinical psychology. And yet a man told me I didn't really understand grief, and he explained it to me.
It was featured on like BuzzFeed and Vice and Washington Post. I mean, it got translated into Chinese and all over. It just went everywhere. People are commenting with, "I didn't know this, I needed this," a lot of questions about their own grief process. I've gotten a lot of DMs that I've been replying to privately.
Unlike the typically lighthearted TikTok content, Dr. Mork's focus on grief reveals something deeper about the world today.
But the response, I think, was from people who are grieving, who thought they were alone and didn't know that there are other people that are going through what they're going through.
As a professor, I know life is hard, especially for a college student, because you're juggling so much.
So, I mean, I have more than 40,000 followers right now, and I think most of them are following me because of the grief piece. And so my inspiration moving forward is going to be more about how to work through your grief and the tasks of grief and that kind of thing, because it just seems like there's a need there.
Hey everybody, Dr. Mork here again. Yesterday I did a video and talked about my grief.
My life verse is Isaiah 50 verse 4, which says, "The sovereign Lord has given me an instructed tongue to know the words that sustain the weary." And so that is the medium through which I'm able to do that, to have words to sustain the weary, through TikTok. My motivation for doing it isn't so that I can get sponsorship or that I can get famous or anything like that. It's just because there are certainly people out there, I realize, that were really hurting just based on the feedback after that one viral video. So they're the ones that I'm trying to reach. And TikTok's the medium for it.
From the Mel Media, I'm Molly Krieger.